Thank you so much for your time. We're here above the beautiful new Sceaux Hotel in Paris, and not many hotels in Europe have a view like this. It's pretty spectacular, isn't it?
Absolutely. I mean, I personally don't know any other hotel which has this amazing 360 views over such a great city like Paris. So we are super happy to be here.
And it's a quiet part of the town. I mean, you're not surrounded by a lot of other hotels like you are in different parts of this city. So, but everything's within walking distance. So you're actually a bit quieter here, but you're very accessible still, aren't you?
Absolutely. I mean, this is as well the feedback we received from our first guests that were surprised, not knowing that area. I mean, obviously the Marais, which is in 5 minutes walking distance, is known, but nobody really knew about this location and its advantages, and the feedback has been absolutely phenomenal. We are 2 minutes away from a metro station, right at the border of the Seine, so you can just stroll there for a walk or take the bicycles. So it's really a central location, very accessible without having maybe the disadvantages of being in the city center, I would say.
You've got one of the most spectacular lobbies of any hotel in this city, I think, don't you? That is pretty remarkable. Tell us the history about how that was conceived.
Again, it's a surprise for the Parisians to re-enter this building, which was an official government building, a prefecture before, so an office building, not very spectacular. And to see how that has changed in adding a lot of light, the color scheme, to maintain these high ceilings, and then to as well add a lot of touches, reflecting a little bit the Parisian design and architecture. So overall, we are very pleased. I think it's not only the lobby itself, it's as well the uniforms, which do match very well to the color palette we have. So I would say yes, it's a cozy lobby, not too big, not too small, and just a great spot to sit and watch guests passing by.
And it's pretty spectacular if you think about the partnerships that you've put in place from an interior design standpoint and also a uniform standpoint. It's not often that you have brands like that collaborate on a hotel.
Yeah, it's first time for the architects. I think they have done really a phenomenal job, not only in the lobby as well in the rooms, where a lot of touches have been and details have been put in place. It's a nice storytelling around. So for them it was the first time. It's good that it's French, because we say we are here in Paris, so we try to as well take a touch, even though it's an international brand, but we have now here really a strong, how would you say, connection to France and Paris itself. The uniforms created by Guillaume Henry, we say it's not a uniform, it's a vestiaire. Again, the feedback of guests who would love to buy our pullovers, as well as I have to say from my team members, they're very happy with it. It's comfortable, it's different, and I think it's really matching with the rest we have around.
And pretty amazing how much light comes into these hotel rooms and suites, isn't it? The outlook on the river and all parts of Paris, but so much light comes in as well.
That was a design concept from the architects RDAI. At the end, they tried to play a little bit with the lights. So the design intent was that when you go into the direction of the elevators, the light is a little bit darker. You go into the darker elevators, you get out of the lifts into a slightly darker corridor. But then once you open the door, you have this wow view. Obviously, we have an advantage of being in a high-rise building. The rooms start only on the 7th floor up to the 14th, so you're 40 meters height, which gives you this daylight, and there's nothing built around us. So it's a pretty great advantage.
And if you want a drink or some lovely food, on top of the hotel, you've got one of the most spectacular restaurants in all the city, haven't you?
Definitely. This is the talk of town at the moment. We are very fortunate to work with some of the best in class in this term of business in Paris for sure. Paris Society, great partnership with them. They have come up with a unique concept: Bonnie Restaurant, Bonnie Club and Bonnie Bar. And obviously not only the food is great, the design is great, but then again the star is the view.
I was going to say, what's your X factor in the hotel, but I think you've kind of nailed it in one go. But I think the interior design is stunning, but this view really is something unique in Paris. You just don't get this.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the star is the view, but I have to insist as well, and this is not my personal feeling. We have seen that in the first month of operation that actually the team is the star. We have received amazing feedback that the staff is super friendly. The view is a given now once you see it, but that you have this personalized, friendly service, it was actually not normal, I would say, so we're quite lucky.
As a general manager, how do you do that? I mean, you're in a city where Paris is known for wonderful service, sometimes not in different situations. You've got very, very friendly staff, all speak English very well, so other nationalities can come here and enjoy the city and feel comfortable.
I mean, obviously, speaking more than French was welcome. It's not a must, I have to say. But we really looked at it during the recruitment process. We did a different recruitment strategy and campaign, very personalized. So we wanted to really put in front the team which was already on board, so my team, and to say, do you want to really work? This guy is not only a GM, he's actually Stefan, he's a nice person. So we had to sell it this way, and we try to live it every day, to be honest. So we are on the floor, we help each other, and it is one big team. And I think this is as well the feedback we get, and I think out of the result that they are a little bit more relaxed and friendly. Everybody is allowed to do the mistakes, as long as we fix them later and we look after them.
And the power of loyalty. I'm hearing a lot of accents from different countries, but people mentioning ALL. Funnily, I've heard it about 5 times in the past 2 days. So all of that power of loyalty really coming to the forefront of a brand new hotel, right?
I mean, it's definitely a big advantage to be connected to it, especially for a brand which is not yet well known in France. I mean, obviously we are not that visible at the moment on all the other channels, so having such a powerful loyalty program behind it is a huge plus, and we have impressed already a lot of very loyal members who said, well, that is our new preferred hotel in Paris.
Wonderful. Well, thank you so much for having us, and congratulations on the opening.
Thank you so much, and thanks for coming.